The movie opens with Captain Jackie Velez driving through the streets of Miami while talking to a friend about a case she has been investigating. As she arrives at a location, two assassins suddenly ambush her vehicle and open fire. Realizing she is in danger, Jackie quickly sends important information to one of her team members before she is killed. Back at headquarters, members of her tactical narcotics team, TNT, are questioned about her death. Investigators reveal that Captain Velez had been looking into cartel money. During the interviews, suspicions arise that someone within her own team may have been involved in her murder. Dane DeMars, the leader of the TNT unit, complains that the Miami Police Department is not taking the investigation seriously. However, he and his team are warned not to conduct their own investigation because it has not yet been officially authorized. Meanwhile, J.D. Byrne is confronted by his FBI agent brother, Del Byrne, who accuses him of having a secret relationship with Captain Velez. Del believes J.D. may know more about her death than he admits. The argument escalates when Del suggests that Jackie might have been a corrupt officer. After the confrontation, Byrne speaks with Lieutenant Dane DeMars. Both men express frustration over the lack of progress in the investigation. Later, the TNT team gathers to discuss how they can get justice for Captain Velez. They are joined by members of the Drug Enforcement Administration. During the meeting, they receive intelligence about a hidden cartel stash house in Hialeah. Reports suggest that a large amount of money is stored there, but there are concerns that officers may not report the full amount if it is found. Determined to follow the lead, Dane tells his team to prepare for the operation. Before leaving, Numa and Mike Rowe ask him how much money is expected to be at the location. Distrusting everyone, Dane gives each of them a different estimate. The team drives to Hialeah with a highly trained dog capable of detecting hidden cash. Upon arriving, they encounter a woman named Desi Lopez Molina. The officers explain that they have received information about possible drug activity and ask her to sign a consent form allowing them to search the property. Inside the house, the dog alerts them to something hidden in the attic. Desi becomes nervous when they explain that the dog is trained to find money. She insists she knows nothing about it and explains that the house belonged to her grandmother and that she has never even been into the attic. While searching, the officers discover a wire mechanism that opens a hidden compartment. Behind it is a secret safe concealed within the walls. As they continue questioning Desi about the owner of the money, she repeatedly tells them that she has no knowledge of it and that the property is not truly hers. After breaking through the wall, the officers uncover 14 buckets filled with cash totaling $40 million. Concerned about the temptation the money may create, Lieutenant Dane orders everyone to hand over their phones. He instructs Byrne and the others to move the buckets and quickly count the money before transporting it to the station. Disa warns them that they need to work fast because the situation could become dangerous. Soon afterward, a local police patrol arrives and asks what is happening. The team manages to convince the officers that everything is under control, and they leave. Growing increasingly uneasy, Dane tells everyone to put on their bulletproof vests and carry extra weapons. He then assigns positions and explains how they will secure and count the money. Outside, Mike Rowe is assigned to guard the perimeter. Unknown to the rest of the team, he secretly communicates with another group about the cartel money. Inside the house, Dane continues questioning Disa. She reveals that cartel members instructed her that if authorities ever found the money, she should tell them to take a small portion and leave the rest behind. Dane checks her FBI records and discovers that she previously worked as an informant for federal agencies. He also learns the identity of her handler. Not long afterward, the team receives a call from the cartel members. They warn the officers that they have only 30 minutes to leave the house. The caller adds that $15,000 is not worth dying for. At the same time, tension begins growing between Dane and Byrne. Byrne questions why Dane gave him a different estimate of the money before they arrived. He demands to know why Dane has been misleading the team. Concerned by Dane's behavior, Byrne contacts DEA agent Marty and tells him about the money they have discovered. Byrne admits he is worried because Dane has not yet reported the find to headquarters. Marty advises him to be careful and mentions rumors that Dane has been struggling with enormous medical bills. He even suggests that Dane could be connected to Captain Velez's death. Outside, Mike Rowe notices something strange. Suddenly, lights in several nearby houses switch on at the exact same time. The neighborhood is unusually quiet, and no residents can be seen. It appears to be some kind of signal. One of the lights begins blinking repeatedly. Byrne realizes it may be a coded message and sends Mike to inform Dane while he investigates further. Moments later, the power goes out. Cartel gunmen launch a surprise attack on the house, opening fire on the officers. One team member is injured during the assault. The officers fight back and attempt to pursue the attackers, but the gunmen manage to escape. Shortly afterward, another cartel representative arrives. He claims that his group was not responsible for the attack. To prove it, he places a video call to a cartel boss. The boss tells the officers they can keep the money because his organization no longer wants it. He also insists that the cartel had nothing to do with Captain Velez's murder and does not want anyone else dying over the cash. Then he drops a shocking revelation. According to him, Captain Jackie Velez was killed by members of her own team. The accusation immediately sparks arguments among the officers. They begin suspecting one another and blaming each other for wanting to steal the money before it reached the station. Later, Mike Rose sneaks into a bathroom to communicate with his contacts again, only to discover that his burner phone is missing. Meanwhile, Byrne calls Marty and asks him to bring DEA agents to help escort the money safely back to headquarters. As tensions rise, a fire breaks out inside the house. The officers quickly evacuate with the money. Marty arrives with a truck, and they begin loading the buckets before heading toward the station. During the trip, Dane keeps his weapon ready. Byrne does the same. The atmosphere inside the truck becomes increasingly tense. Dane suddenly asks Mike Rowe if he is a dirty cop. He then reveals that he intentionally gave different estimates of the money to different team members. Pulling out Mike's missing burner phone, Dane exposes him as the person secretly leaking information. Dane finally reveals the truth. This entire operation was designed to identify the corrupt officers responsible for Captain Velez's death. It turns out Jackie had discovered the hidden cartel money long before the raid. She was murdered by members of her own TNT team who wanted to steal it. Realizing he has been exposed, Mike agrees to reveal who he has been working with. Using the burner phone, he makes a call. Moments later, the phone rings inside Marty's pocket. The betrayal shocks everyone. A violent confrontation follows. Marty attempts to escape with the money, but Dane shoots and kills him. Mike Rose surrenders and is taken into custody. The surviving officers finally deliver the money to the station's secure vault. After a full recount, authorities confirm that all $40 million has been recovered. Under Miami law, individuals who provide information leading to the recovery of cartel assets are entitled to a percentage of the seized funds. As a result, Desi Lopez Molina receives $4 million as a reward for her cooperation. With the corrupt officers exposed, the stolen money recovered, and Captain Velez's killers finally identified, justice is served at last. The story comes to a close, reminding us that no matter how carefully a lie is hidden, the truth always finds a way to surface. And that's where the rip ends.